Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S6. Alright, this is the big boy right here. This is the one we all been waiting for. I haven't watched too many videos on this. I haven't went to the store and played with it. I wanted to give y'all my honest unboxing reaction. Alright, so let's get busy. Now before we crack it open, let's talk about the price. I ordered this last week online from Sprint. It was $648 plus tax. So you're looking at around almost $700 for the 32 gig version. Now I know that's a hefty price, but usually Samsung phones are worth it. Now, as far as the presentation, just a plain white box, no more of that wood grain box. I like the wood grain one a little bit better, but this is cool. Nice classy presentation. Now, if you ever seen any of my videos, you know I hate talking about specs, but since this is an unboxing video, let's get through the basic specs that you need to know. And where's the best place to find the specs at? Right to the back of the box. All right, so you got 4G LTE capable. Now, if you live in a neighborhood like mine and you got Sprint Spark, you're going to love that. All right, so I got Sprint Spark over here in New York City, but otherwise you're 4G LTE capable. Now, you got a 64-bit octa-core processor, which is two quad-core processors together. What does that mean? Just Google it. Now, you got a 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED display, and everybody knows AMOLED displays are the way to go. That's what separates Samsung phones from a lot of these other phones on the market. Super AMOLED screens, to me, are the best. Okay, now as far as the camera, you got a 16 megapixel rear-facing camera, and you got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Now, this phone also features wireless charging. So that's a plus right there. Also, Samsung Knox capable, 32 gig memory. It's running Android 5.0 Lollipop, the latest version of Android. Not the latest version, but the latest version. All right, so let's pop this open and see what it looks like. Now, I'm pretty hyped. Let me grab the little unboxing knife. Like I said, I haven't touched this phone yet. Shout out to the little unboxing knife. Back from vacation. Let's slide this open. Now, fellas, enjoy this part of the unboxing when you get yours. No beast mode. Okay? Now, you want to keep this as neat as you can, because when you're ready to resell a device, put it back in the box, make everything look nice and fresh, and you can sell it as mint condition. Okay, some Samsung branding on it. Okay, now I went with the white version. Let's pop this out of here real quick. Okay. All right, went with the white version. Let's see what you get inside here now. Fellas, wait for it. Okay, so you get the usual books and shit. File that to the side. What I do with stuff like this, you're not going to need to read this. But the best thing to do is close this up, nice and neat, and save this in your box. So when you're getting ready to sell a phone, put all the books and everything right back in there. And like I said, sell it for mint condition. Here's your SIM ejection tool. Okay, drop your nano SIM in there. Shout out to Samsung for dropping some free headphones in here. Y'all know I'm a big fan of free headphones. Probably never use them, but I like to have them. Okay, you got some earbuds. And you got your Samsung headphones. Another thing, I got so many of these, I don't plan on using them. This is another thing I'll just leave in the box to make it look more presentable when I'm ready to sell it. Now here's your micro USB charger, and you got your Samsung fast charge. Now if you ever seen the Samsung fast charge, you know it's not a lie. It really does work. All right, fast charge is definitely the truth. All right, now I got a bunch of fast chargers, so I'll probably leave this in the box too. Why not? Leave everything in the box just like this. And once I get tired of this phone, put it right back in the box, put it on Craigslist, sell it for brand new. Almost brand new. Now for the phone. Whew, right out the box. Phone is very light. Let's get rid of this plastic. Now I know the plastic slides off, but you gotta have a little bit of beast mode. Why not? Beautiful. Beautiful looking phone. Now, very reminiscent of another phone. I can't think of the name of that other phone that it kind of looks like. If y'all know the name of that phone, let me know. But it kind of gives you that feel. Remember the iPhone 4 with the glass back? Just like that. Okay, beautiful. The front looks just like a typical Galaxy S, S device. But the sides, the metal trim, and the bottom. Now look, I was just trolling, but look at the bottom of the iPhone. Oh boy. Shout out to Samsung. Now look, we talked about this before. I'm not a big fan of companies copying off other companies unless it's a good idea. If it's a good idea, copy away. So Samsung finally got the memo and they copied a little bit from the iPhone and it works. All right, this looks beautiful. On one side of the phone, here's your SIM card. you got your power button. On the other side, you got your volume up and down. On the back, you got your 16 megapixel camera with your flash and your sensor. Glass back. Okay, you got some Samsung, some Galaxy S branding. On the bottom, you got your speakers. You got your micro USB charging port. You got your headphone jack. On the top, you got your IR blaster and another sensor. And on the front, here goes your front-facing camera, which is 5 megapixels. All right, so let's power this on and see if we got any juice in here. There we go. Very lightweight phone, though. The build quality on this, finally. All right, yo, Samsung Night, stand up. This is the one y'all been waiting for. Everybody been complaining about Samsung phones always feel cheap and plastic, even with the Edge and the Note. Even when the Note came out, you know, it still didn't have that 100% premium feel on this. This one feels beautiful. Okay, let me turn this down for a minute. This one feels beautiful. You already know what to expect from the display. That Super AMOLED display is going to be crazy. Beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video real quick. Let me just put my information in and we'll just check out the menus and all that and see what it looks like. The glass back on this is hot. Now, this might be something I might want to rock without a case for a little while because I'm definitely feeling this, even though I don't recommend doing that because look at the back of my iPhone. This is one day without a case and look what happened. Beautiful looking device. All right, so let me pause the video. Let me throw some of my information in here and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just put some of my information in the phone. Now let's test it out. One thing I forgot to mention, something very important, is the new Samsung updated fingerprint scanner. Now, y'all remember on the Note series, you kind of had to swipe your finger like this? That worked most of the time, but sometimes it didn't work. And everybody knows that's very annoying when you're ready to pop open your phone and it doesn't open. All right, so now Samsung has a new version, which is pretty much the same as the version on the iPhone 6. All you have to do is rest your finger on it. So let's test it out. Let's see if we could get 3 in a row. All right, so fellas, that's a win right there. All right, that's an important feature right there for me. I'm definitely going to be able to use my fingerprint scanner all the time now. That's a win. Now, as far as just using the phone for a few minutes, seems pretty fast. Everything works good. I don't see any of that occasional Samsung lag just yet, but I haven't put any of my apps in here, so we're going to have to see when we do the real review. But one thing I noticed is the double tap to open up your camera. Camera opens up immediately. Okay, so now you'll be ready to catch that world star hip hop moment. You have your phone in your hand, something go down, camera pops open immediately. All right, so that's hot right there. So when I do the real review, we'll get into all the features, we'll get into all the menus, Android, Lollipop, we'll get into everything. All right, now before I get out of here, let's do a quick size comparison from some of the major heavy hitter phones that's out right now, just in case you're ready to buy this phone and you want to see what it's going to look like next to something else. All right, so we got an iPhone 6. Okay, pretty much identical to the iPhone 6. A little bit bigger, but pretty much build quality wise, looks exactly like an iPhone 6. Now, I can't stress that enough. The build quality on this is amazing. All right, to me, this is the best built Samsung phone yet. I'm really feeling the glass back and the metal sides, unibody design. This is hot. Now, we got to state the obvious. No removable battery. All right, no removable battery, no micro SD card. I know a lot of people are going to ask me, what do I feel about that? And of course, I would like to have that. But is it the biggest deal in the world? Not really. Not really. Because one of my favorite phones is the Google Nexus 6. And that doesn't have a removable battery. That doesn't have a micro SD card. And I still love that phone. So it's just something you're going to have to get used to. Have to step your Dropbox game up. Get your Google Plus game up where you can save your photos and all that. And you're not going to have a problem. But I do like the option of being able to pop in different micro SD cards with music and movies and all of that. So that feature is gone, but not the biggest deal in the world. All right, so about the same size as an iPhone 6, a little bit bigger, but same exact build quality. Now let's get to something a little bit bigger, or pretty much, I can't even say bigger, pretty much the same, HTC One M9. All right, pretty much the same size. So if you're in the market, a lot of people say 5-inch phones are the sweet spot. Me personally, I like my phones to be at least 5.5 and better. But you know, it is what it is. If you're looking for a 5-inch phone, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so these are pretty much the same. Now for something a little bit bigger, like your G3. Okay, LG G3. A little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Put them side by side, just a teeny bit bigger, almost the same size. When you're holding them in your hand, they pretty much feel the same. Now let's get to the heavy hitters. You got your big dog, iPhone 6 Plus. Of course, this is a gigantic phone compared to it, but even still not that much bigger, but still bigger. Okay, loving the build quality of this S6. Now for the heavy hitters. Let's get to the Note series. Okay, the Note is way bigger. No disputing that. Note is way bigger. Note Edge, of course, same thing, way bigger. But you got that beautiful edge. And one of my favorite phones, your Google Nexus 6. All right, this is the big boy right here. This is the biggest one I got. The heavy hitter right here. Okay, so a lot bigger. Has that kind of rounded back to it. So you're going to feel this one in your pocket compared to this. All right, so overall, fresh out the box, I'm definitely feeling this S6. I'm definitely feeling the fingerprint scanner. That's such a relief to be able to actually use the fingerprint scanner on a consistent basis. I'm feeling that. All right, so we're going to check this out. We're going to do the real review of this probably next week, tomorrow, and Saturday. I'll come back with a whole bunch of cases. I got the whole Spigen family. I got the whole Veris family. I got the whole the whole Oblique family. I got a bunch of cases for this because I already know I'm keeping this phone. I already know this is going to be in my rotation, so I got the case game on point. Now, come back in a few minutes, and we'll unbox the S6 Edge. All right, I just got to take a quick break, have a quick drink, and I'll be back in a minute. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the S6, what color y'all going to get, if y'all going to get it at all, and how are y'all feeling this. All right, I'm feeling this on the 1 to 10, all right, on the scale of 1 to 10, fresh out the box, haven't even activated it yet. I'm feeling it though. I'm just going off build quality and just going off the way I was flipping through the screens and the fingerprint scanner. We all know about the camera. That's another thing. Let's not get into specs because this has a 16 megapixel camera, and then you got a phone like your HTC One M9 with a 20 megapixel camera. And fellas, we all know that the Galaxy phone has a better camera. We already know that. I didn't even take one picture yet, but we already know. All right, we already know. So don't get too wrapped up in all the specs and all that. Let's wait till the real review and get some real world usage, and we'll see what it looks like. Shout out to everybody that rock with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100%, full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the Amazon Warrior on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Flossy. I'm out. Deuces.